Hey everybody, hope you're having a good day. Cisco back here again on the channel. Hello to my new subscribers. Hopefully you'll stay around and hopefully I can be of good, I can have some good quality content for you. Okay. What's the word gonna be for today? You know what? Let's talk about money. Yes, money. 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 That's the name of the day, folks. So let me pull out my wallet here. Show you what I'm talking about. Cold, hard cash. Dollar bill, folks, is what you're looking at. That's the topic for today. Whether it's a dollar bill, $2 bill, $5 bill, 10, 20, 50, 100. It doesn't matter. We're talking about money today, folks. Um, you know, money money is can be hard to come by. You know, everybody wants money, but you never have enough of it. You know, especially these times. You know, inflation is a killer. I mean, it is a inflation. I usually, as a single man, no kids, no wife, back in the day, even what 5, 6 years ago, when I went to the grocery store, I would spend about 50 a week. You know, about 50, at most 60. You know, that's even with buying dog food and all that stuff. But now it's double. It's double that. Oh, but it's pretty painful going to the grocery store nowadays. I'm sure you can relate to that. But money is it would be nice if you know money ran like a faucet of water coming out the faucet of water. Like it would be nice if money flowed like the water in a river where it just keeps on coming. It just keeps on coming. It just keeps on coming. Um, but money, one thing, and I'm glad I brought this topic up. It's a lyric in hip hop that I hear a lot. Doesn't matter who the artist is, what the title of the song is. But a lot of times I be hearing that, the lyric is, something to the effect that money ain't a thing. That is furthest from the truth. I hate that lyric. I really do. Because it gives a false uh, idea of what, you know, money is. Money, you got to work hard for money. To all you young folks out there, you have to work hard for money. Money ain't gonna come around just sitting at the house playing on video games all day, going in the fridge, eating up all the food. Money ain't gonna come like that. All right. Um, Money is something you have to work for, folks. You have to work for it. Go out there, get a job, get a job, go do something. Money is not. It's not like raindrops. It's not gonna fall out the sky. All right. Nobody's gonna come to save you. All right. Nobody's gonna come to rescue you. You know, nobody's too good not to have a job. All right. But you got some people out there, man, who are straight up lazy. When I say lazy, I've always felt if you're more lazy than I am, there's a serious problem. All right. Yes, I know I'm overweight. I'll admit that. Yes, I do sit down on my ass sometimes. I do. But also, I get out there and I go work. You know, I work. Obviously, I got a job now. I've got two jobs. I even work three jobs at once. You know, so if you want to have something, as I said in one of my previous videos, if you want to have it in life, you may never, if I'm going to use a baseball analogy, all right, if you're never going to, I don't know, figuratively speaking, you may never get home, you know, but at the very least, can you get to first base? You know, you may not have your own, let's say if you're at home with mom, dad, or cousin, so and so, or you got a bunch of friends, huddled, I wouldn't say huddle, but they live together in a apartment complex or whatever. You know, you can still go out there and contribute. You know, that's why, it's like, you never, you hear about people say, well, in a dating realm, it's like you can't stay at the house all the time. If you want to go out there and date women, typically you're not going to find a woman or a man by just staying at the house, unless they come to your house, and that ain't gonna happen. I mean, you might get, I mean, maybe the mailman or something, but you know, it ain't gonna happen that way if you're trying to date, get into the dating world. All right. It's the same thing, with money. If you want money, you gotta go out there, you gotta get a job, to have money. If you want to take it to another level, you want to start your own business or whatever, hey, you gotta have money to play that game. All right. Some people go out there, get it through a loan, through the government. Some people know somebody, hey, they can loan them the money, or you know, some of us have to go out there and work hard for the money to start a business. All right. But either way, you got to work hard for money. So to all you people out there who, if you listen to hip hop, that's fine. I'm not gonna stop you. All right. But that one lyric saying money ain't a thing, it is a thing. It's a tangible object. You can grab you can grab money, all right? But, you know, it is something, hey, something that you need to respect. You know, once you start respecting money and you go through, your trials and tribulations, working through, working at jobs where people are crazy and all this, you start respecting money. Once you start listening, you start seeing stuff yourself, listening to older people talk about, hey, what they go through and all, that should wake you up about money. So let that be a lesson to all you young people out there. But another thing about money, and I said it a few minutes ago, was about inflation. I hate inflation. I wish there was something out there that could curb inflation because, it really took off really after COVID. Once those restrictions, once those, laws and stuff preventing landowners or apartment complexes. These, I forgot the word I'm looking for, but no, during COVID there was a law saying, hey, you can't evict anybody, which I did agree with that at that time because you don't want a mass of people on the street being evicted and you got a virus like that going around. So I agree with it. But once that law was retracted, once they did away with it, you know, evictions started going up. Um, you know, uh, payments for rent start going up. Your rent payments start going up. Your mortgage on your house start going up. It was, you know, it was something. I just hate inflation, man. It's like being, it's like somebody's in your wallet and they're taking more of what they used to take, and there's nothing you can do about it. I mean, inflation has made life, ooh, even for me, it's made life harder because now you got to work twice as hard or three times as hard to keep something or to buy something, you did a year ago or a few years ago that cost a fraction of what it does today. So then the rate of pay doesn't go up. Ah, man, you know, that's one thing. You never can have too much. You never can have too much money. The way I look at it, there's always something, man. There's always something. But you know, money. One thing I do like about money, especially cash, not the digital kind. I've never been a fan of digital money, But hey, you do you. I'm not here to tell you where to put your money, where to spend it, where to invest. No, 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 folks. I haven't gone to school for anything like that, so I'm not going to tell you what you should do, what I think you should recommend. No, I'm not going to do that. But one thing about money is like I love the smell of it. It's especially new bills, not old bills, but new bills. I love that smell of crisp money. It does something to you psychologically. Like, you smell it has that scent to it. It's man. But it's you know, sometimes in life, money can bring you blessings. It can also bring you, I wouldn't say curses, but it can bring you problems. But you gotta have money to, deal with your problems. You gotta have money to create blessings, if you will. If you want to have a business, hey, you gotta have money to start that business. And hopefully your money will grow and multiply to where, hey, you can have a more casual, more laid back lifestyle. So, you know, but yeah, I wanted to talk about money today. You know, hopefully, if you are going through something, hopefully it turn out better for you. I hope, I really do wish inflation would just magically go away, but it won't. Oh, excuse me, but you know, money. If you haven't learned anything else, especially for all you young people out there, if you haven't learned anything, just remember, money is a tangible object. Money is a thing. It is not. Please do not adopt that mentality that money ain't a thing. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Don't live in fantasy land, people. It is a thing. I wish many more blessings to you. Hopefully if life is bad for you right now, hopefully it'll get better over time, you know, and hopefully you get better. All right. Folks, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Have a good day. Bye bye.